Okay, Sunday roast. We are live just after the draft. I was streaming live on Caffeine, and I had to restart my Mac. It's only just started back. I don't know why the screen looks like this, so I'm going to be doing some production bits,
editing while
as we speak.
Yes, sir.
But we just had
draft. Shout out to everybody picked on the draft. Shout out to everybody in D1, 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 and D2.
Let me
I got glitched a little bit there still.
Let me share this. To make sure this is okay. I didn't get a chance to make a thumbnail, as you can probably see, but yeah, do me a favor, share the broadcast, tell a friend to tell a friend, and pull up. Tell your glory chat ribs. The link will be in the StreamYard.
Yes,
trying to. Why is this taking so long? I'm going to just grab it
from the comments.
Why is this taking so long? Okay. Desktop. Don't even know why I'm doing this. I don't even need this. Okay. Yeah, so we've had the 20 names selected for the first draft and the 20 for the first division, 20 for the second division. I knew something was wrong. I've got no damn earrings on. There are several things wrong. There are several things wrong.
Crumpy said, Rivers, congratulations on getting on Glory.
Yeah, there were some last minute changes. Obviously, one of them, Rivers, was managing Glory, and that got swapped around last minute, so that Chubbs is now in charge of Glory, and you've got Sam Hypes.
I'm demoted to captain, but you know,
Sam Hypes taking over Riot Club. Also, Raptor and O'Shea were last minute changes. They were managers and were swapped out last minute for Danny Jack and no. I don't know who the other one was, the last minute change. But yeah, some last minute changes, some surprises, some upsets, some guys who didn't get picked. And it's like, oh, can't believe you didn't get picked. Or some guys who didn't make the first draft who were definitely expected to. Troy, what's good? Crumpet, what's good? Wagwan Trubs. I'm going to do me a favor and share the stream on your timelines. Let me do it as well. I'm gonna share it, let people know that they can pull up. Just gonna tweet it out right now. Were you tuned into the draft? Let me know who you thought should have made it, who didn't. Why does let's fix my lights. I don't like what's going on here, and I keep fading in and out. Let me turn this up. Oh, why did I change that? I hit changing the temperature. All right, okay, that's a bit better. I didn't need to be a bit this bright, but here we are. This will do, I guess. Osh got replaced by Quill. That was it. Thank you, Chubbs.
And still ended up at Mandro anyway. Kind of like me with Glory.
Yeah, right.
Things just land how they land. But we'll get into that draft anyway in detail. I don't want to give my quips on the draft just yet.
Yeah, it was it went at, it was kind of all going to plan initially, and then there was some surprise picks, some upsets. Did it go Did it go the way you thought it was going to for the most part, Rivs?
I think
I need some lipsticks. You're going to see sweatpants always.
chilling with no makeup on. That's the way. Whatever Jake said.
I'm about to put lipstick on.
Chilling with your lipstick on. But for the most part, I think it went, I would say maybe 75% how I thought it was going to go. But there was a 25% that was like, you didn't know it was a good idea until you saw it. And when you saw it, you said, that makes perfect sense. It's a beautiful pick. I'm sitting here with Jen saying, perfect pick. Wonderful. That's a lovely pick. Happy for the boy. You know what I'm saying? So there was a lot of things that maybe some people might think, oh, you picked him instead of whatever. But every single person in this draft was on there based on the fact that they can be relied on in this situation that we go through as battlers. The 3 rounds, bringing that material, they can all be relied on. They've got experience, every single person in it. So it was more strategically what the managers felt would be suited for their team. And also who they felt would be a good hard worker for their team. Who they felt would benefit from being in this position in it. So
that's better.
Some of the are you back here?
I'm back. We got a guest as well. We got a guest.
Who's that? Is that the boss?
That is that is the
What's up, boss? How you doing, Gaff?
Let me check my settings. I think
they might not be hearing us.
Bear with. No, they can hear. They can hear.
Okay.
Let me
First time I've spoken and been ignored recently.
Can you hear us, Chubbs? You can hear us?
What's happening?
Okay, we hear you loud and clear now. Of course, we're here just talking the draft.
So one of the things of being in glory and having Rivers on the team, we get automatic access to Sunday roast. It's a permanent pass now.
Listen, we got the wiretap, we got the plug, we got Sunday roast, we got ABK. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be
got
all right.
Barbarians too, bro. We got Ike they're rigging things up over there on Division 2. You get me?
Let's go. You know what I'm saying? We've even got other ABKers outside branched in the league, doing their thing, 3 different teams. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to it. We'll get to
subterfuge.
I don't know if there's any other team with this much members just scattered about in the top division. I don't know, but we'll talk about it.
That's because there's like 75 of you.
That's what I was about to say. It's like 100 of you, though.
Yeah.
I know, but like only 3 of us never got picked.
That's true. That's true.
Who didn't get picked?
Giz,
Amity,
and
me.
Jen. Yeah,
I'm joking. I'm
Giz,
joking. I'm not.
So basically,
IBK.
Giz, Amity, and
and
I don't know.
Giz and Amity.
The secret 8th member, I guess.
Yeah. Hold on.
Has Jem picked wrong? 3 of his teams don't battle often. So on paper, right, Jem has a really scary team. Gemini, Tony D, Shuffle, T. Scope.
I had a feeling he was gonna go that way as well. Like the greed. You see greed.
What's it, the greed?
You see when your eyes are bigger than your belly, fam. You see when you just shit.
That's
grab
what
Tony D. Shuffle.
What happens, bro?
Grab Shuffle T.
What strategically?
Grab
right? That's it.
All right. You see the greed.
So, did Briggsy say there are 4 match days, and on each match day,
Gas was a potential one, by the way. Don't call me Snake, my bro. Come on, don't. I hope that's not for me, bro.
No.
Venom.
He's part of Venom squad now, bro.
Oh yeah, then that's
project as you will.
That's it.
I thought you calling me Snake. I felt
offended. You can't just speak loud, like
yeah, man. State people, it's up to you, sir.
Yeah, man.
Oh God, if the cap fits, I guess, and even if it doesn't, squeeze it on.
I think he kind of did still. I think he kind of did.
How many? So Briggsy said 4 match days per team.
Yeah, sorry.
And each team has to field 3 matches, 3 battles on each match day.
Yeah. Match is 3 battles, and the best of that 3 wins the match.
So that's 12 matches in total, right? 12 battles over the season. Each team has got to have 12 battles.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So let's say, all right, let's work out the mechanics of night team. So all right, 12 battles, 5 players. Each one does 1. We got 7 matchups left. How many of those 7 does Gemini do?
Gemini's gonna clone himself, bro. He's gonna have to clone
proximity
himself.
of it is, you see, like the space of the battles apart from each other makes it a bit more like I can see people being able to pull up, but I don't know about multiple times.
I can see.
But you know it is as well. The team thing makes people be like, yeah, I said I'd only do 1, but for the team,
I'll do. Yeah.
I think eventually that spirit gets involved a bit more.
But it means as well, then, right? If you want to see Tony Shuffle or Scoop in 2023, the chances are the only time you're going to see them is as
on the
part
matchups
of the match day.
I can see Tony doing 2.
I think Mandrill and Knights are similar, but for opposite reasons. Both very strong teams. Mandrill's team is strong, but it's full of people that I think are going to turn up and do a job each time. And all of them are going to, like, think about it, Quill, O'Shea, Ark, and Unanimous.
I don't think O'Shea is going to be another one of those who I think maybe isn't going to pop out more than once or twice.
I think twice. I think you
think you need him. And like, this is the thing as well, right? So Gem, what you do, I guess, when you pick these, I don't come outside often. Yeah, they don't come outside often, but they don't come out and lose either. So you're almost, it's like they're super strong picks. And if you choose them wisely, you're not going to lose with them. So they're almost guaranteeing you.
But the season is a marathon, though. That's one I've got experience in this shit. This shit is a marathon. We need you to be this every single event, every single battle. I had to go through a whole year, every event for Glory. Mm-hmm. And it's unheard of at the time that people battle every single event.
Mm.
But at the same time, is it the matchups? Obviously the fixtures ain't out yet for the public. Obviously, I kind of have an idea of how they're going to be, and they're pretty spaced out. I spoke to you about it, Rivers. Like it's pretty spaced out. You know what I'm saying? It's not so back to back. It's not every month. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah. That's why I said I could more see them kind of names being able to come out, have a battle. You know what I'm saying? So it could work out in his favor still, but he's got a very, very strong on-paper team. Scoop, Tony D, but I like the fact that he has Mackenzie as part of that team. I think that's very good for Mackenzie to be in amongst that bunch of battlers there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm very happy for Black T being with Shotty.
100%.
Man. Love that pick.
And Visual as well with him.
Yeah. That's a strong team right there. When you talked about, I think, like, diversity on your team before the draft, like,
yes, sir.
In terms of that diversity, I mean, you've got Shotty, you've got the UK GOAT, you've got the champ, you've got, Viz, who is one of the most he's one top.
There's only him and Moke in that conversation.
Yeah, like, in terms of that newcomer who is that guy, that consistent, that got the big battles behind him, big performances.
And I feel like Black T as well, getting advice from Shotty, and how much of a beast he's going to be. Like,
Black T is a showman in waiting. Like, he's already got those elements. He's already got that charisma, 100%. That personality. Like,
being part of the game.
So being part of Sharks with Shotty in particular, I had the choice if I were to go to Pride or Sharks when they disbanded Glory, innit? And I chose to go to Shotty and Sharks because I did feel that same way, where what he can tell me, invaluable. What I could learn over there, invaluable in terms of what it can make me come next. And I became champ because of the fact that I joined that team. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me...
And there's Raptor there as well. Can't forget how much Raptor actually knows.
How much people they got over there? This don't sound like it makes sense. It only meant to have
Shotty, Raptor, Visual, Black T.
And Bizzo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and Bizzo, yeah. That team's strong still.
Very strong.
But they getting smoked anyway.
Of course they get smoked.
I think so. In terms of, all right, let's do this. I'm going to put you two on the spot. Me, I'm kind of just media, not a battler, so I can just say what the fuck I want. But let me just who's the weak link on each team? Who's
Well, obviously, we're not going to talk about Glory because there's no weak links, but we can talk about that.
I'll talk about Glory and the weak link over there.
I can't see a weak link on.
I mean,
Glory.
You got Rivers, Frankie, Moke.
The word weak in Glory. Where?
Crow.
Don't get it.
All right,
please save the file that Shotty said we're not in the title race, you know.
Please.
Just remember that. Shotty said Glory's not in the title.
Yeah, he said that, right?
I love him still as my guy, but
pick your battles. Salute Danny. He says, I think Glory has the most reliable team. Maybe that's why there's no weak link. Because when I'm thinking,
talk about it.
When I'm talking about weak link, it's generally who's your most unreliable. Who are you gonna not be able to rely on? Trouble, Rivers, Frankie, Moke, Crow. Oh, yeah.
Who's dropping the ball?
Yeah.
You understand? And we've got people where if he drops the ball, we've got people perfectly capable of jumping in and picking up the slack. No problem.
In terms of like, you've got so you get the win over 3 battles in a, you got, so what is it? 3 battles each match day, and you get the win if you win two. That's a strong team to go and get 2 out of 3 wins.
What the fuck?
That's a like consistency.
Well, we can get 3 out of 3, depending who the opponents are. And
I feel like we have a team member that can beat almost everyone else on the other team. Like when I look at other teams, I'm like, I've got someone for you, I've got someone for you, and I've got someone for you. So
Crumpet says, I know a weak link in Glory. Glory, start booking your Ubers.
Okay.
No, that was 2 separate comments.
I feel like
that was
I see.
I feel like my Uber account might be the weakest link in the team still.
It's fine. You got 4 others. Others.
It's all right. The manager books the Ubers still. You sort out transportation.
Let's go. West London Uber account. Let's go.
All right. Let's talk about in terms of
tour manager.
Day 1 Knights versus Pride. Is that day 1?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think yeah. Because the day
That's
1
what they said, yeah.
Pride and Sharks versus Glory. Is it
it's
the same day?
One. I think it's only
I don't think Sharks.
No. That's okay. So that's our first game of the season, but that's not the first actual match of the season, though.
Yeah.
All right. So let's. All right.
For now, only thing announced is Knights versus Pride. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the only one announced.
We'll kind of play with the rest. Knights versus Pride. So who are the weak links? Knights, we've got Gemini, Tony D, Shuffle T, Scoop, Mackenzie. Pride.
Oh yeah, Sharks versus Mandrill been announced as well for that same day. So yeah, Knights, Pride, Sharks, Mandrill.
Briggsy, Bobby Rex, Koj, Georgie Roots, and Kingsley Thunder.
What, Black T versus Kingsley, I think?
No. Knights versus Pride, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Gems team versus Pride.
Oh yeah, Gems team. Who's in Gems team again?
Gemini, Tony D, Shuffle T, Scoop, Mackenzie. All right, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. What's the 3 matchups? What's the 3 matchups and the result? Maybe I'm forcing it with who's the weak link. I'll maybe talk about weak links, but
there's no weak links around here. Winning matters.
All right. So what are the best matchups on that card? So Gemini, Tony, Shuffle, Scoop, Mackenzie, Briggs, Bobby, Koj, Georgie, Kingsley.
Koj versus Gemini. Coco versus Gemini. Yeah. That's already got the back behind it. Gemini said, I think he said he wants to, he updated his list, added a couple extra names on it the other day. Cool. And I think Koj is one of them.
Yeah, Koj is still one of them.
Who else is there?
Yeah, Gemini's going to be on every match day for that.
Do you know what the thing is about this as well? The strategic thing is like, we want the good matches, but certain men have already battled, innit?
Yeah, because we've already had Shuffle and Georgie.
We've already had Mackenzie and Briggsy.
Yeah. No, Mackenzie and Briggs.
What about Shuffle and Mackenzie and Briggsy versus Georgie? No?
Who? Say again?
Shuffle versus Mackenzie and Briggsy versus Georgie.
I don't think Shuffle will be like, I can't see Shuffle on this card, to be honest.
Okay. Shuffle's got to come outside when it's like a marquee name for him to battle
top
against.
tier.
Yeah, I don't see Shuffle on this card still.
So he might wait until the Shark City match and then battle Shotty if they haven't had a battle or some shit by then.
So Gemini Koj, Mackenzie,
Kingsley. Scouse versus Scotland.
Crumpet said Shuffle and Mackenzie are the same team, you donut.
Are they?
Yeah, I'm thinking something wasn't right. Yeah, they're both on nights. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I need to see it being right. And so
Yeah, I've got.
all right, so Knights versus Pride, I can see.
I should have made a graphic.
It's not my team, so I can speak on it. Pride,
Briggs, Bobby Rex, Koj, Georgie, Kingsley.
Koj, Gem, like you said, maybe that'd be dope.
Gem, Tony, Shuffle, Scoop, Mackenzie.
Bobby McKenzie's fire, you know.
They've already battled.
Bobby battled Mackenzie.
Yeah.
Scoop's
Season
battle
1.
Bobby. Should have Scoop versus Briggsy.
Can't see Scoop outside in this one either. That's what I'm saying. It's mad. Like I can't really see.
So you can't see Gemini, Tony D, Shuffle T, or Scoop outside. That's a bit bad.
Trumpet says Mackenzie versus Georgie, Koj versus Gem, Shuffle versus Kingsley. Yeah, I don't think
Gem better start ghostwriting for them, and they're still. It's like, yo, do you know what? You can't pull up. You're busy to write. I'll write for you. Just show up and spit this. Am I gonna have to be that?
so. That's the weak link on the Knights team. The fact that 3 of your battlers are not outside. That is the biggest.
Where's Georgie?
Link. Georgie is on Pride.
Yeah, Georgie McKenzie. I think that was booked. I swear, or something like that. I know I was talking about that.
Georgie McKenzie, Gem and Koj.
So they just need one more.
Tony and Briggsy.
Do you know what? I think even though Tony likes them tests and whoever's fire or whatever, I think him and Briggsy could have a good conversation with each other still. But
who? Tony and Briggs.
Tony and Briggs, yeah, I think they could have a good conversation, but I'm not sure if that would be something that Tony would want.
That's not a Tony D. I don't know if that's a Tony D battle. I wanna. Do you know what I mean? Like,
we're running out of options.
But the team thing is
that's what greed does, though. That's what greed does. I leave them man to sort that one out. That's their headache to deal with.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Trubs. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say this now, bro. Yeah, but I kind of feel like you can't get onto Gemini still. You know why you can't get onto Gemini?
Why?
Why? Because why is he your manager, fam?
Why is Gemini a manager?
Yeah, who twisted his arm? Who twisted his arm to do this? Lastminute.com. All right, fuck it, I'll do it. Now you're like, greed. Greed.
Nah, I can. He picked wrong. I feel like he picked wrong. But he's my up now, so I can talk smoky.
Say no more. I expect you to still.
He's
my up now. I'm about to go past his yard and throw some eggs at his door and shit.
You know, like that.
We're not forgetting Kingsley. It's just that those names, that's like them giving a huge shot to Kingsley. Like if they're only battling once or twice,
I just think it's not Kingsley's
do they
fault.
give their shot?
No,
to
it's
Kingsley?
not. It's not Kingsley's fault that you lot have patterned your team to where you haven't even got anybody that's kind of Kingsley's class to throw him. That's you lot's fault. That's not us. You don't have to throw him a legend then. Straight. Like, that's what happens. Or forfeit and give them the points. Up to you. You can do 2 matches and lose 1 and then forfeit with the points. It's up to you. But you can't blame Kingsley for being that tier.
Yeah, no, I
know you're not saying it, but this is how I'm looking at it from the other team's perspective, where it's like, oh, like, you know, like when it comes to matching things up, a man saying, no, but I don't want to battle Kingsley. Bro, someone's going to have to battle him. It's not Kingsley's fault that you're shook. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
a low risk, high reward type battle right there.
High risk, low reward.
Yeah, and the
Oh,
reason
my-
why as well, like I picked out, like I noticed, like O'Shea was on the draft for quite a while, and some people was probably like, "Yo, Trump didn't pick O'Shea," and I'm like, there's some battlers that I just don't have the rapport to. I just can't even hear. I can't even picture myself saying, "O'Shea, I think you should do this," you know. I just can't picture myself saying anything like that to a man like O'Shea. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
No, I feel you on that.
Yeah, I was surprised that Osh went. Like, he was a last pick. He got picked in the last round.
I think it's the same thing with,
second
like,
to last.
I was more shocked about Matter than O'Shea because I think people
Matt's
kind of
more
get
outside.
people get the thing with O'Shea that he's not gonna really be here regular. You know what I'm saying? But Matt as a man where this week, next week, week after, you know he's gonna win on Premier Battles. He's got a good win. Like I had him when I was gonna be doing the draft. I had him as like maybe one
former
of my
champ.
You know
he beat O'Shea.
Huh?
He beat O'Shea.
There you go.
The title. I remember.
I had him as like one of my third pick options for if I was gonna do the draft in it. Because I know like you can definitely get points with Matter in your team. 100%. That's one win in the bag. Just based on the opponent alone, yep, we got this one.
I just can't even imagine how Caveman didn't make the team.
Yeah, I was.
If I had one more spot, it would have been Caveman. I swear to God, blood. Like I fuck with Caveman so heavy, blood.
Like for me, it was between Caveman and Celesta, but I think I might have been leaning towards Caveman. But I wish if I could have just took both of them. I couldn't believe that nobody took Celesta ever.
Yeah, you lot keep saying Celesta, you know, it's Celesta.
Yeah, I know, but you know what it is? I got a little bit of a lisp in it, so I'm trying to accentuate.
Separate.
Yeah. You feel me?
I hear that. But
I like that draft though. I think as the years go past and it becomes the annual thing here, that is going to be crazy still.
And that's certain battlers, like for example, people like Raptor. I can't see anyone but Shotty managing Raptor, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah,
like there's certain battlers.
You know, I think
I might be able to manage Knights. I can't picture myself managing Knights, a team like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I hear you still. I hear you. I don't know, man. I think once you're already put in that manager role, it changes the perception anyway of whatever else. People just have to, like, you're the manager, innit? It is what it is. So it's better to get along with you. And also, depends on the captain that you pick. So you could have picked another team and had an O'Shea in there and you said, yo, O'Shea, I need you to be my captain. And kind of giving him that kind of authority to help you above the other people that he has authority with will help you.
It's just certain things. Like I just feel like Osh is a man that does whatever the fuck he wants, and people love him for that.
Yeah,
like he was manager up until today.
Yeah,
it's his birthday. Man didn't show up. He didn't ask to be on the draft either. Man just didn't show up, fam. No one just got hold of him, so they replaced it. So it just man just does what he wants, and that's why we love him because he's so.
But in this team situation here, though, I don't know if you can work with that.
Well, the thing is, Quill's been kind of like, I think, so he's got O'Shea, who we know probably isn't going to battle too many times. And
he's outside, you said, after Briggsy, to be fair. So it might be.
He wasn't even inside for the draft. Is he? How?
But it's his birthday today, so I don't know.
Happy birthday to O'Shea.
Yeah, happy birthday to the legend. But how is everyone says that, right? After battling, everyone, you have a battle, especially your comeback battle. How many times, if we're talking 12 battles, how many O'Shea battles are there going to be for the year?
Like I say,
but he's got Quill says he's hungry, wants to battle more often. Ark has just come back, said, and has been outside. That's it. Yunnan is a little bit of a wild card in the sense that he's had inconsistencies.
I
But
think
again,
this is a good opportunity for Yunnan to show that he wants to be consistent. It's just for him to pull it through. It's not on nobody else.
yeah,
Like, Yunnan's at a level now where it's him, whether he goes that way or this way, it's up to him. Do you understand? Because he's already got all the talent. He's not on no learning mission of learning how to do this, learn how to do that. He's not trying to chisel his style. Everything he's got is there. It's just up to him if he wants to use it or not use it. So I think this is a great opportunity for him to come in and show consistency. And for me, be someone like Yunnan, I'm expecting to have like maybe 2 good battles in this situation. Not maybe 3, not maybe 4, but maybe 2 good battles. Like, I think that would be good for him in this strategically. The right opponents, fair enough in it. You know what I'm saying?
But you got Frost as well in there, Mr. Consistent.
Yeah.
Well, I say Mr. Consistent. I can't say Mr. Consistent with
He'll
Frost
turn
because
up whether he loses or not.
Yeah, and certain times he might. I think he's less stumble prone now than previous, but like you say, he's gonna turn up. He's gonna give it everything.
Yeah,
he's gonna leave everything on the floor, make it a fight regardless. And yeah, he's one of these workers. Like he's, I mean that respectfully, totally respectfully. Like he's gonna come and he's gonna put in work. Like
you
he's
ain't
not
putting
gonna
in as much work as Frost, you lose that battle.
That's it. And he's not gonna be diva-ish about his opponent. Like, this is who you want me to battle. All right, let's go.
Sort it out. Let's
go. Frost is easy to work with, man. Easy to work with. I love working with Frost, man.
Hey, Jester.
Hold on.
He's come. I don't want to.
Jester is with Riot. That's where
he's with the Riot.
Jester said, "Love to Imperium, Venom, Inferno, and Wolfpack."
Yeah,
it's a lot of love sharing right there.
Jester, you may be on. I think you're my pick for strongest. I love Sam's team, the Riot Club. Like,
I just want to see Caveman in there, man. I still got the logins for Riot Club. I want to log him out of that. I wanted to see Caveman in there. I can't even lie.
Yeah, no, Caveman not being there was surprising. All right, what was the other match day? Considering we couldn't even, I don't even think we got 3 matches from Gemini, from Knights and Pride. What are what did we say? Did we say
what was Mandrill versus Sharks?
Mandrill and Sharks. So Sharks is Shotty's team.
Yeah.
Shotty, Bizzo, Visual, Raptor, Black T versus.
I love that for Black T so much. I don't think you don't understand. Like,
I just messaged him saying, "Yo,
that's great,
crazy
for that one."
But it sounded like someone wants out of Shotty's team, right? I'm sure that's what Briggsy was saying. There's a transfer request, and it sounded like it was from Shotty's team. Briggsy was saying there was, and I thought at first he was saying it was a transfer request from his own team, but then it seemed like from what Shotty was saying, the transfer request came from Shotty's team. So I don't know who that was.
Visual. Don't know.
Yeah,
maybe it's Raptor. Maybe Raptor's on some. I'm not.
Nah, they ain't even heard from Raptor today, so I doubt it.
I don't know if that was who. Like, if someone, if they're messaging saying, "Oh, congrats, you're on Shotty's team, congrats," and he's like, "Well, I'm not even in the draft. What do you mean?" And then messaged. I don't know, but they definitely said.
Well, everybody who's in Glory is happy to be there. We're talking. We're camaraderie is good.
There's a group chat already. Yeah, man.
This is a family already. This is
half group chat pinned to the top of my WhatsApp.
Barbarian West Side situation we got going on here. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's to understand.
So, picks for Sharks versus Mandrill. Shotty, Bizzo, Visual, Raptor, Black T versus Quill, Arc, Yunnan, Frost, O'Shea.
That's fire. I can see Visual Yunnan maybe.
Yeah, I can see that. Arc versus Bizzo.
I feel like Shotty and Bizzo won't come outside as often.
Ark's on whose team is Ark on?
Yeah, Shotty won't come outside often, you would imagine.
Yeah, obviously Shotty and Bizzo. I feel like Shotty and Bizzo are like Bizzo's like the special card that you only throw.
Yeah, Bizzo's like they're waiting for Gemini. Okay, Gemini versus Bizzo.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna be that one there, isn't it?
Versus Mandrill. But you got Ark though. Who do you send for Ark, fam?
I think you can make Ark battle Bizzo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so like, okay.
Yeah,
I reckon.
Yeah, Yunnan and Ark on the same team.
Unless Black Team wants to get revenge.
Hold on, who have we got here? Hey, Jester.
Hey guys.
What's going on, right, gang?
Hey, how we doing today?
Heavy.
I got a special love for
I'm good.
Riot.
I just wanted to say a couple things.
Go to me, bro.
Yeah, I just want to say a couple things. First off, fuck Imperium, fuck Wolfpack, fuck Venom,
Let's go.
and forget the last thing.
Oh yeah, you and Tech are on the same team, innit?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Have you got your YouTube playing in the background? Do you want to mute that?
Yes, we are on. One sec.
I can hear the playback.
Oh,
We're gonna fuck up the space-time continuum. Come on, Jester.
Come on, man. You right, squad guys. You just don't even have no respect for the game, man. What's going on?
Oh no,
Right, Jester and Tech on the same team. I like that still. Even though I kind of wanted to see them more spread it out. Like, you know, but yeah.
Well, you got Georgie on
Shots?
Pride.
No, Pride.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Bro, I still got my whole list here, blood. Like, look at this shit.
Yeah.
All your picks here. So you know, like as you're seeing man get scratched off, you're just rubbing them out like, ah, shit.
There you go.
Crazy.
So you're happy ending up in
On my second pick list, yeah. So I got obviously I had Rivers there as first pick. Second pick list had Moke and it had Frankie, and I got both of them on my team. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. When you picked Frankie, I said, yeah, someone will definitely pick Moke by the time.
I didn't think.
but that was a gamble. I thought I saw visuals still out. I saw a few people still out, and I thought do you know what?
O'Shea was still out as well.
Yeah, so I thought O'Shea's still out, visuals still out, and someone else. I think at that time, Koji was still
Frost.
No, Frost was still out. Yeah, when Quill said, I thought Quill was gonna pick Moke. I thought Quill was gonna be the guy. He picked Frost.
Yeah,
and if Quill picked Moke, I would have picked Frost. So you would have been
of course
the other way. So
hey, Quill picked Yunnan.
Yeah, Quill picked Yunnan.
That was his second pick before you picked Frankie.
Yeah, I'm talking after I picked Frankie. Before I picked Moke.
Yeah.
He picked.
I thought he was going to go, but he took Frost. Yeah.
He took Frost. So I thought, okay, I got Moke. Yeah.
And the last pick as well, like that must have been come down to the wire because they were still Caveman, they were still Crow, they were still Celesta, they were still.
Yeah, the last one was hard, man, because that's when you think, I wish I had one more spot.
Yeah. I'll take both of these guys. I'll take both of these guys.
But you know,
you could see a few potentials working in there.
And then you got to think of quickly on reliability, who's hungry as well. Like, because to me, that's the thing. Like,
motivation,
and that's why, for example, I picked Crow over Matter because I feel like Matter is Matter already. His name is his name. It's cemented in the scene as it is already. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then, man, I feel like he doesn't feel like he has anything else to prove. He's already
been champ.
Do you know what I mean? So now, when I go for Crow, a man that's still hungry to prove his name and solidify his name, I prefer going for people like that because they're willing to go the extra mile and work extra hard to get their name up. So
yeah, trust me. I think as well for someone like Crow, it's like I think in Division 1, it forces him to get matches that maybe he might not have got if he was left in the other division, because a lot of people in the other division, they've had certain caliber of matches already in it where he hasn't just yet. So I think him being in a Division 1 team gives him the opportunity to get more of a higher caliber match.
Same with Kingsley, same with Black T.
Same Black T, same with Kingsley.
Yeah.
So
I like that Carlton Shanks got picked as well. Danny Jack picked Carlton Shanks. I wanted to see Carlton. I like Carlton Shanks still. I wanted to see Carlton
Who
Shanks.
did he get picked for?
Danny Jack, I think.
Yeah, he
for
got
D2.
picked for Danny Jack's
Let's go through the D2
hell
teams.
team. Yeah. So DT, Stro is in charge of Venom, and he picked Lazy Ass Jack, Reverse, Savant, and Gas Buff. LS Dean is Wolfpack, and he picks Slester, Grazza, iKid, and Red Wolf.
Nice. That is a strong team, you know. Slester.
Again,
Grazza's super fucker. Super funny. Super funny fucker. Super fucker. He's a super funny fucker. Yeah. LS Dean is fire.
Yeah.
You understand? iKid, come on, what are we talking about here? And Red Wolf.
Too, yeah.
And you know, we were sitting here, we were saying Red Wolf's still out there.
Yeah.
Darpa's still out there.
Yeah.
And who was the other one we were saying?
Caveman's
still out there. Them three. And we're just sitting there
Two
thinking,
of the
right, they
three
picked them.
yeah.
They still didn't pick. They said, okay, he picked. He still didn't pick. They said,
Yeah.
okay, he picked. We were just waiting for Caveman.
Red Wolf and Darpa were both fifth picks, and they were fourth picks. They were both last picks.
Yeah. And
Like
I thought they was
Caveman
gone
didn't
in the
make
third
it, yeah.
in the third round.
Yeah.
I said, there's no way we're getting through this
That's
and they don't
it.
get picked.
Yeah. Imperium is Dialect, and he picked Villain, Rapthor, Terminal, and that guy from Don't Flop.
So his team are all vets. Every single one of the people.
Who's that?
Dialect's team. Imperium.
But that's the thing. I feel like I was saying that there's no Dialect team. I feel like I would have comfortably. I feel like my only competition in Division 2 was Stro and LS Dean. I thought there's no way Raptor and Dialect know more about these new guys than me.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Dialect didn't even know I do plug when I met him. It sounds like.
Wow.
There's no way he knows who these guys are. So he just knows who people from season 1.
Yeah. He knows.
You know what I'm saying? And he's got good picks. He's got good picks. Don't get twisted.
The thing about Dialect, the advantage he has is he's battled a hell of a lot of people. So he just goes into his Rolodex of people he's battled and recognizes the names. So, oh yeah, I battled him. He's like that. Yep, yeah, I'll take him. So for another manager that hasn't battled as much, Dialect has got his own memory, but it's only for people that have been doing it, not for no one new. He hasn't battled him.
Terminal was on season 1 when Dialect was around. I feel like Raptor was on season 1 when Dialect was around. Do you know what I'm saying? So these Dialect has seen these men live.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But
I don't think Terminal.
Do you think Dialect knows who Caveman is? You don't.
Yeah, definitely not.
Definitely.
Or Cobra Commander or anybody like this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't know who that is.
He probably don't even know visual.
Yeah, God.
Yeah.
Riot Club, Sam Hypes picked Tech, Kick Nelly, Jess the Black, and Darpa. And Danny Jack's Inferno is Matter, Sean O'Mac, Carlton Shanks, and Sean Cray.
Strong team still.
You say so.
I feel like it's a strong team still. Carlton Shanks is strong. Sean O'Mac is strong. Yeah, they're going to be competitive out there still. They're going to be competitive out there.
Vision 2 looks very strong to me.
Yeah, it is strong. It is strong. You've got some really solid teams. I think Riot Club is very solid. I think LS Dean's team, Wolfpack, solid.
I've got a special love for Riot, man.
Or Reverse.
Yeah, I hear great things about Reverse, and I've seen. Did I see something from him on Beat? Was it?
I've seen him versus Canal still.
I like the fact that Gas Buff is involved as well. To be honest, he's an asset to any team.
Yeah, definitely.
I would have picked Gas Buff for Riot still.
Yeah.
Dialect's team, I think. I I don't know how outside Rapsor and Terminal are. Ville is trying to get back in, right? We're going to see him against Black Tea this weekend. Is it this weekend coming up now? Gosh, it is, yeah.
Oh
But
shit!
yeah,
I
I don't know how outside Rapsor and Terminal are.
No, they're hungry still, and I think when it comes to Prem, them guys they like to.
Yeah, they
You know,
put on still.
They put on for Prem still.
Terminal and Raptor are bought fire still.
They're both in it.
But I'm saying I don't know how outside they are. I don't know how.
We're talking about 4 times of the year. Are they going to be able to fly back?
I feel like if they do at least 2, they good. Like Raptor, anyway, he said he's really outside. He just battled Red Wolf, and then he took a Don't Flop battle. He's really out. He's really back.
Okay, yeah,
So,
I'm just asking out of literal
yeah.
influence. I don't know. So
Joe
yeah,
said Stroll pick Reverse and Savant, and they both about to battle in a week or 2. That's mad.
Well,
they're teammates now.
The way. Yeah, get it out of the way before the division starts. Yeah, I like LS Dean's team and Sam's team, I think. But yeah, it's a strong one, and that hunger as well, that hunger to kind of stand out amongst all these names, be that, Division 2 team who people are saying, yo, this could be a Division 1 team, like,
yeah,
that's
this was a dope draft, man. Dope draft.
Mm-hmm.
Who picked Villain? Dialects.
Yeah,
they were on the same team. They were both Knights on season 1.
Well, Dialect said like almost every pick. So I've got my brethren. Gone with my brethren. Gone with my friend.
Yeah, villains. Yeah, Villain.
Yeah, Villain is in form and he's hungry and he's motivated, like he's saying he is. Then that's a dangerous.
It's a marathon of a season, though, because my thing is just like no shows cost your team in this situation here. Do you understand? If you are going to no show, you need to give 2 weeks in advance, kind of thing. Otherwise, your team loses a point. You understand? There's other people in your team, they can swip things
and
around.
You need to be able to replace that. If someone's no showing, someone else has to step up for it.
Exactly.
So if someone then says a week before the battle, I can't do it, someone has to do it on a week prep.
No, it's already too late by then because the
matchup is already done. Yeah. You forfeit that. You lose that point. You lose that.
Because still giving you ample time to kind of pattern something up. Because remember, the rounds are shorter anyway. So we're looking at it like, come on, 2 weeks.
Because it's not fair on the opposition having to prep for in a week's time because the original opponent backed out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll see. And I'm sure there will be some people who think they want in and decide come January, come their, match day coming up. It's like, you know what?
Yeah. I think my team's solid, man. My team's solid. I actually feel like these lot are sleeping on thinking Glory's not in the title race. I feel like we've got one of the most solid teams, to be honest.
You know, it is. It's one of the ones where we're just gonna cruise to the top, fam, and it's just gonna be like, okay, yeah, no, for real, it makes sense. It makes sense because
they did that tonight as well on one of the seasons.
I remember, bro. I remember.
Knights winning 1. Joker start winning 1.
They almost won it. And
Sharks creep up.
Every single match day, and I'm not gonna lie to you, every single match day, someone went home feeling like they got robbed. Without fail, every single match day, somebody went home feeling like, nah, man got robbed. Conspiracy. You understand? Even Shark members of Shark team, you'd think like, you know what happened to Sharks? Yeah, man went home feeling like they got robbed. What do you mean I lost? How the fuck did I lose?
Yeah, this is God, because
I remember Rivers and Yunnan.
Oh my days, that was my first match day. Then I'm not gonna lie to you, Jay. I swear that trouble. Tell her if I'm lying. Yeah, I've come off the stage and the building is in agreement. Yunnan just lost that battle. Do you understand? Yunnan has come up to me and said, "I think you got that one day, you know, bro. Let me buy you a drink." Man,
We
bought
go
me a drink.
outside.
Everyone's gone outside. This is the mistake. After the battle, I didn't congregate with the people and solidify my win. I went to the car to go bill it. By the time I come back, I seen you now walk past me, and basically all day long, Tox was like, "Loser camp, come let me interview you." He was saying that to all the losers, innit? I come back to the building and Tox come up to me and said, "Yeah, Rivs, let me give you an interview." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah." He got me in the room. He's got me in like the back room with all the other battlers, the Quills, this one and that one, so this one. And he's like, "Yeah, so Rivers, how do you feel about losing the battle?" You see, when he said that, everyone in the room was like, "Ah!" Like in unison. Everyone was like,
I remember like Tony was there, Locksmith was there.
like,
everyone was like, Yunnan just got cooked.
How?
You can even hear that Tony Adlib saying, "My team is the best," because Tony was glory as well. My team is the best during the battle and everything.
Yeah, he was loving
Come end of the battle now, we go back inside. Obviously, that was my first time meeting Yunnan, and me and Yunnan didn't have a good conversation that day. So by the time we walk inside now, and we hear what Rivers didn't win. Raw.
Okay. Yeah, crazy. It was real crazy.
Wow,
well, Danny Jack voted, didn't it?
That was a controversy. So I had the bar where I was talking about Danny Jack's leak and the rape charge. It covered like a rape charge. You read now. Danny Jack's voting for me, and he votes for unanimous, innit?
I'm talking corpse with no head.
That's
it. Management's gonna get that covered up like a rape charge at Code Red. Danny Jack didn't like that, mate.
He didn't like it, bro. Man said, "Yeah, I think Yunnan won." And it's like, no, he didn't. He didn't. He said, "Look, I look like villain naked."
How many? How many judges were there?
3. Okay. I think there was meant to be more in it, but only 3 on the day. So it wasn't just Danny Jack that voted, but the other person that voted was a person which was Dots, who he's not really up on what I do. He only really knows unanimous. He doesn't know Rivers really. So, he's probably going to lean more towards what he knows in it. But Danny Jack knows kind of thing in it. So I'm thinking to myself, bro, you saw the impact them bars had. You saw the shit I was saying. You saw the angles. You heard his angles back. What are we doing? We know what that was. But he voted for unanimous. And unanimous got the win. But yeah, not everyone, but every match day, a person will go home feeling like, nah, man, I won that battle. I got robbed, man. I won that battle. I've seen
all is like that, man. Because obviously as well was a scorecard thing, innit? So
yeah, that's it.
The thing with the scorecard, you're scoring and you're scoring and then you're scoring, and at the end you look at it like, raw. So what? My man won.
Like you're scoring a man on flow. Like with I just think Rivers won all the other things, but unanimous got him on flow. That's what a man was saying in their breakdown.
I just think on scorecards you can't be. People feel like they're a bit too generous on certain categories.
Yeah.
And then what that does is just elevates their points and makes it closer than it actually is. So okay, this guy was funny, and someone that wasn't funny at all, you go and give him a 7 when he was probably like a 5 or 4 on funny.
What? Humor was a category.
I don't know what the scorecard was like.
Bro, I saw the scorecard, fam, and the scorecard had like.
I'm just giving an example.
Flow, humor, I think Maltese was actually on there as well. Maltese, I think Punchlines might have been on there. There's probably like 6. Basically, what it was is that they overthought it and they realized we can't actually go through all of this and get it done by the end of the battle, innit? So they would mark a few things in the first round, and they'll realize how deep it is to actually do this, and then be forced to add it up for each guy. And then
I think it's a good concept. It's a good concept having a scorecard. I just think whoever's judging needs to then keep it, not be so generous then with the points.
Well, And I think it's, if you're going to have scorecards, your categories are incredibly important. I wouldn't,
I can't remember what the categories were.
yeah, things, yeah. And you've got to, your judges have got to be told how to properly fill out the scorecards.
Let me ask you like a question, yeah? You see, like, to judge a battle, it's almost like having the understanding of what a great battle is. So which battle would you say, and even for the chat as well, what battle would you say is a great battle to have as like a basis for what we're looking for in a battle, to be able to say whether this is good or not? How good is it on a scale compared?
It's really difficult to say that, because not all battlers do the same thing. So it's like, you could say, you could use a battle like, say, let's say Tony and Bizzo,
Yeah.
like both very high level, you know, very few flaws, like pretty flawless 6 rounds, diversity, punches, scheming, flow switch, like they bring a lot. But if you're say a more performance-based battler, you're going to pick up points that neither Tony or Shotty, maybe more Shotty, or Bizzo is like, you excel in other areas. I don't think there is.
So basically, you're saying before you could even do that, you'd have to distinguish what the factors are anyway. So like, there's a performer, there's a punchliner, there's a real talker.
Well, yeah, I'm saying, like, I think it's difficult to look at a battle and say these, like, and use that as an example of all the things that you need to do, because what Bizzo needs to do to win a battle is totally different to what you need to do. Some of those elements are going to be the same.
That's what I'm saying. What about on those elements there? So if we say the things that all battlers do in common that they have to do well outside of what their content is, you understand? So like their poise, maybe even like their projection.
So are you asking, like, if I was making a scorecard, like, what would I put on the scorecard? Or
no, I'm saying, like, is there ever going to be a way that there's something we can see as a standard and say, right, boom, if you reach that type of standard or thereabouts, then we know that you have a good standard. If you're way below that standard, then we look at you as below that standard. Because I feel like if there ain't a marker, how do people? It just always is preference.
Yeah, I don't think you can use a battle for that, but I do think there's a way of implementing a scorecard, a kind of universal one, that would work. But I don't think there's a marker either. Like, it, I just think, like, when I'm judging, like, there's certain elements that, you know, let's say your perfect battler will do, let's say there are 10 elements that you can bring. I want to see how many elements you bring and how well you do in all those elements. However, some of those elements, you may be such an amazing puncher that I don't need to fill up that, you know, that kind of
moonwalking performance.
Yeah, like, I don't need your performance bars to be up as high, or it's never.
It's like, if you're maxing out that factor there, then these other elements aren't as important as.
And if they are, then, you know, you're off the charts. Then you're doing a number of things. You're, you know, a crazy at 100% level.
So it's like there's elements, and it's like, which of these elements can you push to the maximum and be special with, kind of thing, in it? Because then, if you say, for example, if you're an amazing performer, all of them other things, they, whatever level they are at, are highlighted because your performance is crazy or whatever, in it.
Then you get, like, say, an anomaly, like, or you get some anomalies who are so great. Like, look at, say, O'Shea as an example. He may not tick off as many boxes as another battler, but what he does is his thing, and he does it.
Charismatic kind of personality thing is definitely one of the elements also. That's one that a lot of people have to create, and some people just naturally have it in it, and they can just accentuate it when it's time. Does
reaction from crowd factor in a scorecard? I never judge off of crowd reaction, but crowd reaction is incredibly important. Are you engaging the crowd? Is the crowd fucking with what you're doing? Like, it might be that I'm an extreme nerd and I'm getting absolutely everything you're saying, or I'm getting, you know, the majority of everything that you're saying, but the crowd is like, it's going over the crowd's head because it's mainly obscure references, or it's real, like it's my sort of shit, and I'm really like it. You not getting crowd reaction, it doesn't, like, I might still rate your material, but I have to factor in that you haven't written for a wider audience. Like, you've written stuff that's going over everyone's head. That's your fault. That's not the crowd's fault. Like, you didn't write for the crowd. And also it helps the ambience of a battle. If you've got a stale crowd, that tells, like, your entertainment, your performance points, there's something not working with your delivery or your material. You're not engaging the crowd. You haven't.
I feel like when a man writes his bars for a freestyle to go on Funk Flex, he wants people to like what he's saying. He's written his design his thing in a certain way to where he wants the response to be, oh shit, like he wants that feeling out of you. That's how he's written it. So it's no different in battle rap. Do you understand? Like, this is the equivalent of, in the moment of you hearing something fire on that Nas joint, how you feel. We're trying to create this life for you right
on a show.
It has to be something where we're getting something from you when we give you this material, because that's the point. Like, the point is, I'm trying to impact and hit. That's how I look at it. It's not crowd reaction, it's bar impact. How did that bar impact the audience? How did it make them feel? There's so much different reactions. Sometimes you hear a man just sometimes people lose their mind, sometimes it's a laugh, whatever in it. But how did that bar impact? You know what I'm saying? Because you could jab and get a little jab, jab, There's certain people haymakering and they have to stop for a whole minute. You know what I'm saying? Because of the impact of their material in it. So that's how I look at it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it doesn't mean that, you know, you're judging based off of crowd factor, but it's important.
It's one of the
elements. It's important.
Though,
that's it. It's important to be able to move a crowd, and to entertain. Right? If you can't entertain the crowd, you're doing something wrong as a battle art. Definitely.
Might as well just do a little quiet room thing with you and your opponent, if that's the case.
Yeah. You know, no one wants that, not of a big stage battle. But yeah, I think it's going to be enlightening this season. It will be, like that level of competition where everything is judged. I think it's going to be spicy. It's going to be spicy. What I'm looking forward to seeing is I want to see team camaraderie. I want to see a lot of promo. I want to see supporters, you know, supporting the teams by buying the merch. I want to see the merch at events, you know. If it's
that's literally how it is. And also, I feel like it will end up being like Division 2 will be a team in Division 2 will be affiliated with a team in Division 1, and they'll click up, and then on match days you see the Division 2 team behind them. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Go talk to Riot Club, fam. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You already know that's the feeder club, the youth team and whatnot for us, man.
I still got I made the email, I made the Twitter, I just passed it on to Sam Heights, but I still got the logins. You get me? So
no more, bro. Anytime,
gang.
Get me? Glory in the Riots.
That's dope, Daniel. I'm glad we can be here to have the conversation. But yeah, I want to see that team promo, like, because as well as I think that the team aspect is a very in terms of promo marketing, like in between battles, that engagement between the crowd, you know, helping to build the scene, get it to a wider audience. I think that you know, that team camaraderie is something kind of unique to this and that can be maximized to really get people excited.
I always
Fans to buy merch for their favorite team. That puts money in the team's pot. The team can then do other types of content to promo and all of that. So
Mhm.
yeah, man. It's
like
dope.
even the idea of the elements of the teams and that, it changes the whole writing aspect. It's like how I would approach it, talking to you outside of this team kind of aspect is a whole different thing. How I'd approach you within this team kind of thing, isn't it? So changes the whole approach in that way, like creatively.
And people just don't want to let their team down, innit? Like that's just the bottom line.
Yeah. And because a loss for you potentially, is a loss for your team. It's not just, you don't have to just, you can even still win and lose on the day.
Yeah.
You don't want to be that team.
It's basically faith in that one guy to go and get the 3 points.
Everyone has to play their part in picking up the win.
Literally. That's one down. We need one more. Like the third. Once we got the 2 wins, we got the third person going into it like comfortable. Like, cool. Let me just style on
Bring
it.
it
We
home.
already got. Yeah. So
Rivers was going into match days with 2 already down.
I already lost the match
before the battle.
For my own personal stats, I've still got to win this.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So there's a bigger picture still. So even if your team does lose, but you win, your stats say that you won. You understand? That's a prem win on your belt right there.
Yeah. Gonna be interesting, as I keep saying. Yeah, gonna be very interesting. So a cash prize at the end as well. Extra points for position of a.
Is there a cash prize? Because I'm feeling like I imagined that now. That people.
No, I wrote it down. Briggsy said we haven't decided on what it is yet, but
I'll
there's
tell
a
you
cash prize at the end.
The cash prize gets smaller depending what team wins it, bro. If Sharks win it and Pride wins it, you'll hear that the cash prize was something crazy that no one's going to see. If anyone else,
we need to know it from now, man. We need to know it from
anybody else wins, it's going to be a Marks and Spencer's gift voucher. I promise you.
No, I think they'll announce it.
I want my money then. I want my money because you get me. We're called Glory for a reason.
100%.
Okay, shit. Yeah, and performance of the night will pick up extra points as well.
I'm gonna be in there cartwheeling the fuck out of here, winning all of that.
And little things to make it interesting or extra interesting, should I say? I'm excited. This will be my first season, kind of tuning in and watching live. So I'm excited.
Are they gonna do that? Is all the events gonna be live battles online? Because that's all on some football shit.
Nah. Because that would affect the Patreon, innit?
Yeah, no, definitely. They should do a match of the day thing and just do like you get me? Like
I think I'm either way, I think I might just do that myself, to be honest.
Yeah, man, definitely.
A match of the day recap or something.
Definitely. Like one little snapshot of what happened, like maybe a quote of some bars or something, some crowd reaction and red to tear and the football. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Yep. 100.
Well, one thing is for sure, we will definitely be regularly dissecting the league and the battles on a weekly basis, or as they happen here, movements, transfer window, all of that,
100%.
Injuries, whatever's going on, we'll be talking about it over here at Roast, and I'm sure Wiretap will be as well. I think there'll be a lot of talk surrounding this. I'm looking forward to it. I meant to. We've also got coming up next weekend. We also have process final.
Oh shit.
We've got the process final coming up. Rivers versus Tally headlining. Oh, why is it so hard to find this flyer? My bad. I'm supposed to be able to do this seamlessly. yeah, we will have a new process champion crowned. Black Teasers, thank you to Sharky for picking me to be a part of Sharks. You man are about to see the gates of hell. Let's go, T. Let's go. What am I looking for? Someone battling as well on that card next week. Black T, the villain battle that should have gone down on the plug, on the last plug card, will take place on this No Lose Chat card as well. So a few people from the draft in this, but yeah, we'll finally, after well, it will be, was that 8 months, 7 months? Hold on, February was it? When was he due to battle Tally, Rivs?
When was I?
Was it February?
Before.
Yeah,
I think it's February the 5th.
Ivory.
Yeah,
February.
Yeah, so it's been a long time.
It's been stirring, it's been bubbling.
But that's it. That is it. It will finally go down. How are you feeling about the battle?
Who, me?
I mean,
as you can see, I'm pretty relaxed about the whole situation. You know, shout out to my boy Tally, man. Let's go in there and make this classic happen.
okay. Okay, all right. But yeah, we will have a new process champ crowned. Bandit 34 versus Emerge MC. Haven't yet been able to see Emerge in the tournament. If he goes through on one performance and wins it, that would be.
Imagine Bandit no shows now.
Yeah, if Bandit was to no show, yeah, he'd have a process champ with no wins. Bandit is hungry. He's an exciting newcomer. Really,
Yeah, I like Bandit.
really excited to see him for real. And the first two process champs going head to head as well. Tech versus Whispers. This will be interesting.
Explosive.
Yeah, for sure. Also on here we got Crash versus Jester, Kick Nelly versus Benny P, Bracy versus BMF Owls, and TKE versus Be Easy. So it's a packed card. It's this Saturday, 26th of November, so 6 days from now in Brixton Village. Tickets are online, £20 on the door, but I suggest you get your tickets in advance. We'll have, like I say, new process champ crowned.
Yeah. I think it's £10 online. Yeah, £10 online, 20 on the door, isn't it? So yeah, it's cheaper online.
Definitely get your ticket online then to secure your entry as well. Make sure you get that ticket. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Missed the last process event. I wasn't able to come. I think I'm sick. And
I'm putting face-offs for that out on Wednesday still. I'm trying to finish them off on Tuesday. I've got a couple face-offs to record on Tuesday evening and put them out on Wednesday still.
Okay, we'll be watching out for that. But yeah, I think we'll wrap up roast here. I think there's been enough excitement for one day. You got anything else to say, Brody?
I already had a PhD in the game. Asked your uncle, touched the strip out. School told cuz he passed the bundle. Like Safari had no encounters, but this a jungle, trip and stumble. Either die for the vial or live it humble. Quick to rumble, stomach pains of a deserted fridge. Nervous kids, embodiment of blood money. They got to earn to live, never got to value their self. They don't deserve the bid. Rivers to cross, but not this one. I burnt the bridge. The block's electric, take offense and you're not protected. The top selected, never fought. Good night.
Damn.
Good evening. Good night.
Chubbs.
November 26th, baby.
Yeah.
It's going to be a classic.
It definitely is. I wasn't ready for that there. Chubbs, you want to sign us out? Leave the people, tell them where to tap in if they are not tuned into the wiretap already.
Yep. As you see on the name, youtube.com/The Wiretap. Subscribe to that. You're done now.